In the coming years and decades, the steel industry will have to make massive technological changes on its decarbonization journey to produce green steel. Renewable electricity will play a key role in this transformation and will become the single most expensive resource used for green steel production. Already today, we face the problem of high energy prices and a dynamic market. The availability of renewable energy is highly volatile, and we already know that there will be exponentially increasing demand to meet the green steel target. One of those technological transformations is a hybrid steel plant that will allow gradual transition to green steel production. A hybrid steel plant combines the traditional blast furnace and basic oxygen furnace route with the electric arc furnace route, and DRI is gradually replacing hot metal. This new way of making steel requires a large amount of green energy, and if not managed properly, a whole city could be without electricity. In early 2023, a team at PSI Metal set out to showcase that they are ready to guide steel producers in their transformation agenda to save energy and reduce cost of production at a significant amount.
This is exactly what we wanted to showcase. So the hybrid steel plant is production methodology where we bring together BOF steel making with electric arc furnace steel making. And electric arc furnace steel making means huge amount of electricity consumption.
For us, it's always a challenge as a pure software provider in an event where also equipment builders and fancy robots and things are standing around to be attractive, to raise attention. So we always try to find a way to make our software touchable, to make it physical. In the previous MATEC in 2019, we were successful by using a VW T1 bus, an old-timer, to convey the message of our new PSI bus software component. We again tried to find out what could help us to convey the message of decarbonization and energy management, make it real for the visitors, and at the same time raise attention for those people that are passing by.
Why is it important to have people jump on the energy floors?
Yeah, that was exactly, let's say, the main part of how to attract visitors. But therefore, I have to go back a bit into the past, into the year 22. It was after a long day at customer site. I was going to the beach, which was nearby. All of a sudden, I saw a huge construction site. And there was also a small information hut, and they are landing their sea cable from an offshore wind farm to supply households with electrical energy, with green energy. I was remembering what I've seen there. And I thought that we can bring the scenarios together. On the one hand, our planning and scheduling tool, the online need scheduler. On the other hand, an offshore wind farm, which is creating green energy for the steel plant and to power an electric arc furnace. And we wanted to bring that together with scheduling, considering availability of green energy and even energy trading. We have a partner company, a marketing company, Synowaytion, and they came up with this energy tile idea.
Since we were dealing with topics like decarbonization and also renewable energy, we came up with the idea that we wanted to generate electrical energy directly via the trade fair visitors on the stand and then use this collected energy on the stand. After an initial research and also design ideation phase, we laid the technical basis for this idea via the energy floor technology.
In parallel, together with Synowaytion, we were designing the booth layout and the whole appearance of the showcase, what materials should be from, how it's supposed to look like, how can we make it an eye-catcher. The entire look and feel had to support the technical solution and the story that we wanted to convey to our booth visitors.
After establishing that the energy floors would be used, there were only 6 months left until the showcase is supposed to be shown to the public for the first time.
When I joined the project, PSI Metals already had a great showcase planned and amazing partners to realize everything. And I was tasked with creating the virtual wind farm simulation. So that's what I did. I 3D modeled a wind turbine, created our ocean environment in the newest version of Unreal Engine, distributed our wind farm and took care of the logic behind the game so that if players jump on the energy floors, our wind turbines wouldn't just start spinning but would also adjust to the speed and weight of the players on the energy floors.
I joined the team to come up with ideas of how to integrate the online heat scheduler with the energy floor showcase. We had developed some solutions that were feature ready and waiting for customer projects in order to test and fine-tune them. The showcase project for Meta came along as a good opportunity to test this out. And like in any real project, we would have to integrate the standard heat scheduling algorithm with something that's specific to this project. We wanted to integrate the energy prognosis from the simulated wind farm into our scheduling. The result of our brainstorming was the idea to match up the energy demand forecast from the online heat scheduler with the renewable energy availability forecast that is generated by the energy floors and the wind farm simulation. In the first step, we show these two forecasts on screen together with the heat scheduler's Gantt chart. We can now easily check if the current schedule's energy consumption matches up with the availability of renewable energy, meaning that we consume energy when we have it, or if we need to buy energy when we don't have it and sell when there's a surplus.
I took care that everyone developed his or her part and that everything worked together in the end. First, together with Jons, I developed how we can implement his idea and in which part of our software. Then I tested all the parts developed by the colleagues, checked if they worked as expected, and I took care that the energy floors also work in our favor. I was leading the testing and had to transport the equipment to the fairs and conferences. And there I assembled everything together and made sure it was working as expected.
The project benefited the product since we were able to implement new features. For example, we now have a simulator for generating production messages to run the Gantt chart in real time or even accelerated time, which is not only good for demonstrations but also very helpful for software testing.
PSI FLS has expanded the online heat scheduler of the PSI Metals production management system for the energy floor to include Qualicision AI functionality. This functionality calculates all necessary treatment and transport steps and durations, defines the optimal start and end times, assigns appropriate systems and available resources, and balances all conflicting goals automatically.
My colleague Tom Gallai is a specialist for our product PSI integration. So first of all, he had to create queues to receive the data from the energy floors. In the second step, he had to cache the data and store them in our process archiving component PAM. For the wind farm, we needed an interface to request the currently generated energy. And for easier testing, he even had to create a little web service that generates the data just like the energy floors would. He then created via Click Design the options to record the values from people so they could be distributed to our online heat scheduler. He needed to receive the calculated data from the online heat scheduler and transform them to forward them to the quality decision smart day trader from our sister company Energy Market.
I am the project leader of the Qualicision Smart Day Trader, which is a fully automatic trading service for the intraday market, which can be connected to all processes which have the requirement to balance energy differences. Together with the expert of PSI Metals, we designed a suitable system setup and planned a demonstrator for the METEC fair, as well performed the necessary quality tests. The result is a solution for the customers of PSI Metals to cope with the requirements of the energy transition process.
I joined the Energy Tides project to present the showcase at the METEC fair. So in the beginning I joined up with Sebastian, who is our father of the online heat scheduler. So after this introduction I did a lot of testing and prepared a showcase where I summarized what we want to show to the visitors and give some key notes of what online heat scheduler is capable of and the energy management in that area.
The challenge we had was translating the energy generated by jumping on the energy floors into realistic figures that OHS can use as an energy availability prognosis.
You are considered as the father of OHS. How does it make you feel?
Yeah, OHS really feels like my child. For several years it has been developed into a full-fledged solution with advanced features, capable of supporting steel producers optimize their production, save energy, even reduce costs. And it's always amazing to see the software running in one of those really big plants driving the production process 24/7.
But it's not only a showcase, yeah? It's a real business case. So we had just a meeting with a customer who is indeed using wind farms, steel making facilities, combining green energy, hydrogen with steel making. So that is really a topic of current discussions with customers.
We said sustainability is the next big thing after digitalization, and with our AI competencies that we have, our logics, moving our customers into sort of semi or if not fully autonomous operations with optimization around the different disciplines of production, in that case steel, of energy, of sustainability, supply chain optimization. I think that's the future. But with us offering that tool into the hands of our customers, we can be an enabler for their transformation. And I think that's a USP for us.
A big team from different PSI locations and companies with diverse expertise have contributed to the PSI Metals Hybrid Steel Plant Energy Showcase. In June 2023 at METTEC, the world's leading trade fair for metallurgical technology Düsseldorf, visitors from all over the world, including customers and partners, joined us to jump and generate renewable energy in a fun and playful way. This has largely contributed to understand the ideas and concepts of PSI Metals behind the showcase to support customers in their decarbonization journey. But this journey is not the end. It is just the beginning. The demand for green energy is expected to highly increase in the coming years. Energy markets remain unpredictable due to increase in prices, peak demands, and availability of adequate capacities to store green energy. With increasing demand for green steel, it becomes even more important for you to leverage solutions that help you to efficiently manage and forecast your energy consumption and to align your production accordingly. PSI Metals is offering solutions that allow you to have full control of your plant's energy usage at the tips of your fingers. Because the answer to one question has become a business reality. Do you think the days of cheap energy are over?
Yeah. Yeah.